Now, whenever they talk about having either no solution, in other words, no value satisfies the equation, or infinitely many solutions, so any value satisfies the equation, in either of those cases, that means that x, and if it's a system of equations, x and y, would totally cancel out. Now, the only way for that to happen is if the coefficients of x are the same. So let me show you what I mean by that. So first, on the right side, I would go ahead and distribute. And an important thing to note here is we're really following the Triple T math steps. So the first step we know is don't look at the answer options right away. They'll only confuse you. And we've avoided doing that. Step 2, if you don't know what to do to get the final answer right away, so in this case, maybe we're not sure what does all this mean about if no value of x can satisfy the equation. Well, we do something because we really do know more than we think we do. And in this case, you would likely know to distribute these constants that are in front of the quantities in parentheses. So when we distribute, all of a sudden it could just kind of open things up, because then the next natural thing that you would be thinking is, okay, I can combine like terms, same thing with the constant terms, and then rewrite the left side. And the thing that's important is I already mentioned that the x's would have to totally cancel out. Well, the only way they would cancel is if the coefficients of x were identical. So to solve for a, we divide by 3, and we get a is 2. So the correct answer is B. But let me show you why that works. Let's say if we plug that 2 back in, obviously 3 times 2 is 6. So we have 6x minus 11 equals 6x plus 6. Well, if you try to solve for x, wouldn't you get x's to the same side? And then notice they cancel. And then you're left with simply constants. And if the statement is true, in other words, if you got something like 6 equals 6 or negative 11 equals negative 11, it'd be all real numbers. In other words, any value for x would satisfy the equation. If, however, you get a false statement like this, negative 11 equals 6, which it doesn't, then we know it's no solution.